AI is the most powerful marketing tool I've ever seen. It's also the most dangerous one because it can make your marketing team lazy. And the difference comes down to one thing: AI has no personality. When you ask AI to write your website copy or your LinkedIn post or your email newsletter, it reaches into its vast database of everything ever written and produces the most average version of professional services content that exists. It's competent, it's correct, but it will make you completely invisible. And in a market where every law firm and accounting practice already sounds identical, AI is going to make the problem dramatically worse at a dramatically greater speed. So today, in what I think is the most useful episode I've produced so far, I'm going to tell you how to stop creating AI slop and start to find your voice. And I'll do it by sharing something a Swiss psychologist figured out about 100 years ago. Now, Carl Jung spent his entire career studying the hidden patterns in human behavior. He identified 12 universal personality archetypes, characters that appear across every culture, every era, every story humans have ever told. The best movies and novels all have characters that can be linked to Carl Jung's archetypes. But here's what's extraordinary about this for your marketing. When a brand commits to an archetype, it bypasses logic entirely and speaks directly to emotion, a place where buying decisions actually happen. You don't consciously decide whether to trust the BBC. You feel it because the BBC is the sage archetype. Wise, it's clear, helping you make sense of the world. You don't consciously stand up straighter when you enter a Mecca store. You feel elevated because Mecca is the ruler archetype. You don't consciously feel like you take on the world when you slip on a new pair of Nikes. You feel like you have to do it because Nike is the hero. These feelings are instant and completely unconscious, but brand marketers do them very consciously. And archetypes can do this for professional services firms just like yours. They give AI and your entire marketing team a personality, a consistent voice that your ideal clients recognize and trust before they ever read a word. Now, this might make some of you uncomfortable, but almost every law, accounting, and consulting firm in Australia has chosen the sage archetype, and almost every one of them has executed it as a boring sage. Beige language, partners in front of bookshelves or sitting with clients, stock photos. Think Sheldon Cooper, C-3PO, Dr. Spock. The sage done well is brilliant, like BBC I mentioned before, but what I see most when analysing professional service firms' website is not that. Now, I'm going to give you my take on 4 amazing and underutilised archetypes for lawyers, accountants, and consultants in Australia. First, we're going to look at the hero archetype, which is almost completely untapped. The hero is bold, determined, fighting for clients, making the impossible possible. For litigation specialists, commercial lawyers fighting for business owners, accountants who will go into battle with the ATO on your behalf, the hero is extraordinary positioning. Next one you may wish to consider is the magician archetype. This one has the highest potential and the highest risk. Think Disney, Tesla, transformation, wonder, turning problems into solutions magically. For commercial lawyers who restructure businesses, for accountants who genuinely transform their clients' financial futures, for consultants who make the impossible possible, the magician is an extraordinary choice when executed well. Next, the ruler archetype. It's also untapped in Australian professional services outside the big 4 consulting firms. Think Rolex, Mercedes, Emirates. The ruler is premium, authoritative. It says, we set the standard. For a top-tier commercial firm that generally operates at a different level, the ruler archetype would be completely distinctive. We don't just practice law, we set the standard for it. That's not arrogance, that's the ruler, and it attracts a very specific and very high-value client who wants to work with the best and will pay for that certainty. And finally, there's the caregiver archetype, which is perfect for family law and estate planning. Think Dove, Volvo, Cadbury, those type of brands. Warm, protective, making people feel safe. Remember what we talked about in episode 4? That your clients are actually grudge buyers. They come to you anxious and reluctant. They want relief. A family law firm or estate planning practice that fully owns the caregiver archetype, that explicitly positions itself around the emotional journey from anxiety to relief, would be very powerful, because every other family law firm is positioning around expertise. The caregiver position, it gets you to a position around how it's going to make you feel. Now, I've put together a free guide to 12 Jungian archetypes specifically for professional services firms with descriptions, brand examples, and the exact exercise I use with my consulting clients to find their archetype. So download it in the description below. It's a ripper. Do the exercise and then come back to your AI prompts and watch what happens. And if you want to go deeper, if you want to build your entire brand strategy with my complete framework, it's called the Flaunt Factor Program. It's in the link below. You can do it online or you can do it with me. Look, it's been an absolute pleasure sharing these 10 episodes with you. I've Really enjoyed it. I'm here if you need me. But for now, it's time for you to go and flaunt it. So off you go.